It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, Rodriguez. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down, Rodriguez. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to throw. Rodriguez. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Gone.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, eluding the tackle. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now they'll run on the draw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on second is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lambert. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
To throw is Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back.
Watson just beating the play clock. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Hot. 36. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodriguez to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's King. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Rodriguez on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking to throw. Rodriguez. And his throw here's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rodriguez now throwing on 3rd and long. He completes it to Bryant. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Leopard! Leopard!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Gun! 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 Gun!
To throw is Rodriguez. Operating from the gun. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Rodriguez to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Over!
Operating from the gun. Rodriguez over the middle, complete. It's King. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And now out comes Houston. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Richmond!
Here's Watson. And Davis with it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Rodriguez off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Gun! Detroit!
throwing on 3rd and long. Rodriguez. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Short gain down to about the 33. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come back, come back.
Back to throw, Watson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Come back, come back. Richmond. Tiger.
The final shot before the break. Watson steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up with it. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Rodriguez on first down. Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He will find Davis on the left side complete. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch the edge. I got it. I got it.
Rodriguez now throwing on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's King. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw. Rodriguez. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Leopard! Over! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Watch it now, Barney!
To throw is Rodriguez. Off play action. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers add on to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they'll run it here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Black 22! Black 22! Richmond!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Detroit! Detroit!
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
And on the ground they go with a running back. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw. Rodriguez. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6, and the Packers are pouring it on. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Let's go, P, let's go. Hey, let's get
From the gun, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Rodriguez off the play fake. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, touchdown number 18 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, 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 hey.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
On second down, here's Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Richmond.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here's Watson now on second down. And an alley to run. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Rodriguez on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodriguez throwing again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Off play action. Rodriguez. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
Richmond.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Target. Richmond.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That good for 22 and a first down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The carry here from the big tight end. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. He went backward. He did. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. To Barkley on the check down. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Packers on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Rodriguez now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Rodriguez. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Rodriguez. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Rodriguez. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Rodriguez going to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans want to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Tiger! Tiger! Tiger!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. One last throw here for Watson. Caught right side, Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chilly.